once you let go of what you think you should be experiencing and not worry about what the rest of the group is doing as well, and just really allow yourself to relax and just trust that you'll, and ask to experience something, then you'll experience it on whatever level, sort of thing. So I don't think it's a matter of proving it, that vanished for me, that whole thing. Oh, is this real? Is this out of body real? It's not even about that for me. My experience was entirely different. It just became about personal exploration and just understanding the planet that we're on a bit better, in fact. Because I've always felt that we're connected, but I think this program for me showed that we are connected. I could actually see it, in the dark. In fact, after an exercise was over, I actually wore a mask for every exercise, in fact. And I just, because I usually had my eyes open, so after every exercise I'd close towards the end I'd close my eyes and I'd do this, and I can see it now. I can actually see my arms moving, sort of thing, like in the pitch black. I'd move my arms in front of me and I can see just the energy sort of in front of me. And I was like, why couldn't I see that before? It's very cool. So it's just, I think all of that, I don't think that this is not an out-of-body place. I don't think that's what it's about. I think it's about a personal sort of journey, and, definitely for all the hardcore people it is about out-of-body. And for Giannis, who is in our group, bless him, from, where's he from? Oh, the Ukraine.
Was that the guy with the fringe?
No, that's Jeff. Jeff from the military. Yeah, Giannis is the old dude, grey hair from, can't remember, Ukraine, I think, Yeah, he wanted to see aliens, but he did see
But I think I think people that come with a real specific want, that's going to fail pretty much, I don't think.
Yeah, I think I came with quite a healthy attitude, which was just to be as open to the experience as possible. Just to be as open as I possibly could be, which I did do, and then I think you get the most out of it. I think if you're a closed person and you're just there to disprove out of body and everything, that's what you'll get, because that's what you're asking for, in a way. So, yeah. It's just
you had a number of hang-ups that you wanted to address.
Yes, yeah.
Did you
all of those?
It?
Yeah, and easily. But I think it started to unlock before we came, I think a crucial part of that was meeting Peter, the web designer. That just instantly meeting him helped me already begin the unlocking of jealousy. I just let that go. I was like, why am I hanging on to that? And hanging on to people that, you know who you are. Hanging on to people that are no good for me and just are not as good as me. Like, it just seemed absurd. In fact, I sort of started to laugh at myself. I go, I've been hanging on to this absurd. And then, in the no time space, I was able to travel forward and see how I'm going to react when I get back, and it was effortless and easy to let go. And so that jealousy was one of the things. My insecurity about my looks was another one. That just went off into the ether very quickly, because when you part of this group and such a great group of people, and I'm sure I'll be able to find that with everywhere I go. It's not, this was one of my messages. It's got nothing to do with the physical, but it came in a different sort of way, that message. It's funny, I looked back at my thing and went, oh, that's hilarious. Because I even said it to the group, but it was about something else. It's got nothing to do with the physical. So all those answers came through, and I was able to work through that. And that's why I'm so chilled out and relaxed. I seem to have just let all of those things that gripped me and stressed me out have gone, sort of thing. So, yeah.
You appear amazing.
Yeah. That's good.
Awesome. That's cool. Very, very cool.
Yeah, yeah.
And you mentioned that just lastly here, you briefly mentioned that there's an answer bubbling away or a question.
Yeah.
That'll come in time.
Yes.
But, how do you think life is going to seem when you get back?
I'm glad we have that talk the night before about readjusting. I think there'll be an initial difficulty because, part of my understanding that I came to, it's so important with who you surround yourself with and their energy. If you're surrounded by a lot of negative energy, it's very hard to pull that up. So I'll find the readjustment back into Sydney life a little bit tricky but I feel strong enough to just go, no, I just don't want that. That's not what gives me a buzz. All of this week I've had no alcohol, no caffeine, and I feel so good. None of those things that really ground you, So when I go back, I've sort of set my intent to try and keep this internal cleansing as much as I can and not get caught into the negativity that has been around me, that the sort of people that go out and just get drunk every night and live for nothing more than that. Like hopefully I'll be able to show them that without sounding like a Fruit Loop. I mean, I know they're going to see me and they'll just go, what's happened to you, sort of thing.
I think you'll get a nice surprise.
Yeah.
I think it's easier than you think it's going to be.
Yeah, yeah.
For me, it was helpful to have you around.
Yes.
Because
and Dottie as well must have been good.
Well,
actually.
It's just unconditional, positive energy.
Yeah.
I just felt as though I don't have to prove anything.
Yes.
To anybody. There will be no changing of the people.
No.
You're not going to be able to do that. But
no.
But
they'll be able to see the positivity, I think.
They'll be able to see it in you and it rubs off.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, because I definitely noticed the change in you. Like, yeah, definitely. So, because then this is a thing that I feel very fortunate because I knew I didn't have that many things to work on. In fact, like there's a lot of intense stories there, like really, really moving stories. But for me, there was only a few little glitches I felt with, because I've been coming to an understanding about myself sort of thing for a while. So there's only a few glitches to work out. But now I feel like I've worked those and I know how to work them if they come back into my thing. So surely that positive energy will just attract positive people into my life, sort of thing, which is good. So.
For sure.
For sure.
Just the very final question, do you feel active or not the word. Do you feel as though you want to get out there and or would you ideally like to stay here and just live in this bubble forever?
Well, I feel like I need to move on from that environment. Like that's a very strong feeling now to move to something, keep going in a positive way. I think my life is very positive. I'm very fortunate and everything's very cruisy, but I want to move in a very positive way and God, I don't think I'm making any sense.
No, the question was more, if you had the choice, you can stay here in your check unit and live in this bubble forever, or...
I want to go back into the world and, and experience the world in this new way, I'm just seeing the world differently, so I want to go back and, continue with my life, but better.
Stop enjoying yourself, Anna.
I don't see. I still see the stars. They're just always there.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so cool to hear your experience.
Yes.
It's not my experience.
Well, it was very cool seeing your video yesterday because I went, oh God, it makes sense there. I'd seen it in an intellectual point of view. That left brain, I've seen it in a very intellectual point of view, but to actually feel it, it's experiencing it. So I'm looking forward to going back and seeing everybody and hopefully they'll see the changes.